I was talking that whole time my mic was off. That's a shame. What's up, homies? How y'all doing? Those are aim with a follow. Thank you. Serious matters, guys. Serious matters. Let's go ahead and unbox the boards. This one in specific, I've been waiting like a freaking year for it, bro. Like, holy. I just don't understand why it took so long for Varmillo to come out with these ECB2 switches on a keyboard, man. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. Flarestar by Varmillo X Mechanical Keyboards X Ducky, currently in stock. It's kind of lit, ain't it? What you guys think of the box, at least? First time catching a stream. Appreciate you popping in, Thozer. Now that we have alerted the Discord squad, let's go ahead and check out this Flarestar. I don't even want to mess up the box. Like, I was so gentle with that knife swipe right there. I don't even want to damage this packaging. This box is honestly one of the coolest boxes for a keyboard I've seen yet. Check this out. It's kind of insane. This is so clean. Oh my god. Man. Varmillo Ducky with the packaging. Woohoo! These ECB2 switches are so smooth. This is lit. I think I got the rose switch this time. This looks like the Sakura 45 gram. I think they just give you like a random one to try to be like, hey, buy the other one too. So you can say you got them all. USB-C cable, which I don't need. Okay. Dust cover. Whoa. Okay, here we go. Little card, interesting. Keycap puller. Kailh secretly does drugs. Fat chance, bro. Fat chance. Not this one. Some people like to say there's nothing wrong with it. Hey, you know, that's fine if you like it, but me personally, it's not really my thing. Oh! Yo! This spacebar is so smooth. Dude! For just the stabs on this, dude, oh my god, this is the highest quality freaking stock keyboard that exists. This is it. This is it. This is my new fave. Like, sometimes I don't want to use a custom keyboard. Sometimes I just want to use something that I can go to the store. I can't go to the store, I recommend this. That I can just order online and just say, hey, this is the best. You know what I'm saying? And like, I feel like that's what this is. Like, this thing, it just feels so good. 55 gram springs. I'll let you guys hear it in a second too. See, 55 gram spring, this is like really good for typing. Gaming, this is fine too. I would say the 45 gram would probably be nicer for gaming. For like more rapid presses. The 55 gram, I feel the spring weight on the upstroke, which is fine. You know, I don't really have a problem with it. USB port on the right side, which is the wrong side of the keyboard. Okay, just get that out of the way. It's the one thing they can fix with this keyboard. Adjustable feet, one level. I'm fine with that. Let's check the height. Comfortable, cozy, as the technie would say. All right. Are these switches Linear Gang certified? They sure are. These switches are golden. Golden. Here, look. I gotta let you guys hear this. I gotta let you guys experience this. Is this the Miya Pro? Yes. Okay. Dude, this thing sounds so good. Oh my god. I 100% agree with you with the hollow sound, because it does sound hollow. And I am going to be fixing that with some foam. Y'all already know. I'm putting some foam in this bad boy, and this boy is done. I might desolder the stabs and put some stab pads on there. Maybe relube them. But I don't know. Like, even just stock, it's like no point. I just have like so much appreciation for it being stock. It's just so good. Like, how does this happen? I have not experienced, I take that back. I have experienced it in a different Varmillo board. I mean, I'm convinced. Varmillo, they just know how to build keyboards, bro. Like, yo. Stab pads feel a little mushy. Honestly, I don't really mind them. Stab pads to me, they feel fine. I like stab pads more than band-aids. So I want to clear that up. Stab pads are the way, band-aids are fine. All right, so like this space bar they included. So like this is like an alternate option. So here's another space bar. Just kind of interesting. And then they have these couple other keys too. So these are a bit nice. RGB, I think it's just white backlit. Let's plug it in. Or not white RGB, but white LED lighting. Just got TikTok. What have you gotten yourself into? Hey, follow me on TikTok, man. Tag Kailh. You already know. Okay. How to do the lights on this thing? Oh, there we go. That was easy. Okay. Here, let me do this. Look at that. It's lit. Different RGB modes. So that's like a fade. There doesn't really seem to be any additional RGB modes. Well, I consider round 2 the Canon keys Bacano. Probably not. I mean, if they put screw-in stabilizers, maybe. But to be honest, probably not. I mean, I'm more of a 65% kind of guy. I do kind of want like one end game, like maybe $350, 60%, and I'm good for life. But the thing is, I would just rather prefer to use a 65%. Like, I feel like it's just worth the money. They can't do screw-ins due to the O-ring. I know. That's why I didn't buy it. I was going to because the concept seemed cool, but to be honest, I'm just really tired of using like screw-in stab, or not screw-in, clip-in stabs. And I mean, is it kind of unique? Yes. Do I like the color? Yes. The Canon keys almost give me with that TKL? Yes. Especially that red one. That red one was really calling my name. That red TKL will look so clean with laser. It will look so clean. But I was like, I don't need it. I really don't. Can't do screwing on the space bar. Yeah, I know. I don't think you can do screwing at all in the Mechano. After getting a custom keyboards, lost an interest in backlighting. Like good legends make the keyboard point. Yeah. I agree. So check this out, guys. So this one is from Alpherior keys. Let's see here. Keycap puller, switch puller, because it's hot swap. USB-C cable. Ooh. I didn't know if it was micro USB or USB-C. I was like, hey, yo. I've seen this keyboard on your website. Send this junk to me, yo. I want to use it. Aha. So we have this keyboard as well. Let's see here. So plastic casing. This is $120. 120 or 130. It was on sale recently for like 115. Wireless, Bluetooth, center mounted USB. You know, it's okay. Center mounted USB is not bad. USB Type C, flip up feet, rubberized. Man, this thing is kind of sweet. Did I get I think I got Kailh Speed Silvers. I'm glad because I need another set. I want to lube them correctly this time. I might lube them with some Tribosis. Still so smooth, man. Kailh Speed Silver stock. Ah, woo! Be dope with the follow. What's up? How you doing? But like, you guys see, it's the exact same layout. This both plastic cases, of course. Both these are both not the what's it called? These are not in the same price range. This one is a lot cheaper actually. It's probably going to be in stock forever. Shine through PBT caps. And they feel pretty nice too, but they are kind of, you know, generic-ish, all right? Because they got this little Windows lock key. But I'll probably just buy like a blank key or replace it that's around the same color, you know what I'm saying? But otherwise, that's pretty much all the Alpherior keycaps. But the thing is, Alpherior keys has other stuff. So like they sent me over the mouse pad, which you guys are gonna see once I do a full review of this keyboard. You know, I should probably just unbox it. I should just unbox everything, right? But this keyboard is nice though. I like. Hold on, I gotta do a quick sound test for you guys before we continue with the unboxings. Razer really snapped the community collabs for the Rochi. Dude, they really did. Razer killing it with that joke. They're like, hey, you know what? Let's put the community on. I like that. I like that. Razer Huntsman Mini trash. I don't think the Huntsman Mini is trash. Like, it's not like my favorite, but I do think the Huntsman Mini is pretty good, like for what it is. You gotta think about it. The Huntsman Mini, for the price, you get a really nice and like somewhat okay sounding, you know, optical keyboard that doesn't break the bank, and it has like pretty much all the features that you would want. Kailh Speed Silvers. So let's talk about what we just heard. I'm not gonna rip this to shreds because let me tell you why. So just like I did with the Keychron K6, which I'm gonna keep it a buck. This is replacing that for me, man. Holy crap. 65%, a little bit more separated layout, and an independent delete key. I don't have to worry about some funky combination. This is all I need. Anyways. So a board like this, mostly plastic construction. Yeah, obviously there's no foam in here, and I gotta relube the stabs, which isn't really the end of the world. I can relube some stabs, and again, I don't know if you guys heard me earlier, but this board is hot swap. So like me, you know, relubing the stabs with some XHT BDZ is really not the end of the world. Like, check this out. So boom, boom, switch out. PCB is 3-pin. 3-pin PCB. So that's a little bit limiting, but you know, so is the regular GMMK, okay? And GMMK doesn't come in 65%. So, you know, these stabs, there's honestly, I don't think there's any lube on these stabs. I could be talking out of my butt right now, but it looks like there is like a very minor amount of oil, but like next to nothing. And they aren't clipped, of course. It's hot swap. I can relube some stabs. It's really not that big of a deal. The bigger knock I'm gonna have on this thing is the fact that it's 5-pin though. Or not 5-pin. That is not 5-pin. So, and I think this board is like a little bit over a year old or something like that. Am I putting this in backwards? North facing switches, because you know, obviously shine through keycaps that it comes with. $115. I think this is a great base for something that can be probably pretty easily improved. We're gonna talk about that once I review this one as well. This one, I'm gonna do minimal too. I'm gonna throw some foam in this keyboard, and that's pretty much the only mod I'm probably gonna do. Probably just gonna leave the stabs as they are. And then this one, I'm gonna mod the stabs, and I'm gonna put some foam, and it should sound a lot better for a stock board. Like, this thing is really good. I'll pull up the pricing too on their website, and we can look at it together in a second. I'm gonna pull up both keyboards so we can check them out. I'm actually like pretty impressed with this Alpherior keyboard. So they also sent me over like these fade keycaps. These look so good. Oh my god, these are super clean. This is like extra lit. Oh my god, yo, Alpherior keys with the packaging. Look at this. So first of all, they give you a box with a desk pad and a bag. Yo, the key company can learn a thing or two. Actually, I take that back. The key company and Novel Keys, because like my random Frank P desk mats, when I got both of them, they were wrinkled like crap. I'm like, what the heck is this, man? Like, y'all gotta send me actually no, just one of the random Frank P mouse pads were bad, and the light one was the bad one that I still have. It still looks gross, but Novelty sent me a replacement, so you know we all good. Okay, look, yo, look at this desk. This is lit. This is lit. Holy crap, dude. B-roll is about to get pretty sick. Do I ever post edited Twitch streams on YouTube yet? I posted one. This I also plan to post as an edited Twitch stream. So yeah, I'm gonna start doing that like more often because it gives me an excuse to stream, and it's like, you know, really easy upload for me to keep the streaks going, because you know sometimes a brother needs a break, but I don't want to, you know, not upload. You know what I'm saying? I'm really impressed with this mouse pad from Alpherior keys though. I don't know how it's gonna be the game on yet, but we'll find that out another day. Not today. I want to use my Odin. Okay, so they sent me that. This I did pull out of the box. This is a mouse. I'll probably review this mouse and the Ducky, or not Ducky, the mechanical keyboards, Frozen Llama mouse at the same time, because they're like pretty similar. Like they're both like ergo shapes, massive buttons. Pretty nice. I'm sure the cable on each of them is just as bad. And this is very similar to the one from mechanical keyboards, just a different color scheme. So I'm gonna review both of them in the same video for efficiency. My brother has limited time on his hands. My brother also wants to enjoy his life and play his PlayStation. It's a tough color to get behind. This one, really? I mean, I think, here, I'll pull up Alpherior Key's site in a second, and I think it'll all make sense like once you see the site, because like everything that they have basically like matches thematic. Hey, what's up, Lil Light? How you doing, bro? Welcome to the stream, as always. They sent you a free mouse pad. Sick. I know, right? Yeah. So this is what I was talking about. So like, if we look at all the stuff that Alpherior Keys has like on their site, here, let me move this over to this side so you guys can see everything. So if we look at like everything that they have, the Hayabusa is a 60% keyboard. The Astra V, look at this, you're telling me $110 for a hot swap 65% keyboard with a pretty unique layout that you can modify the crap out of yourself like super easy. I mean, sheesh, that's not bad. And then this one, the Fade, $135, that's not bad. They got some pretty specific aesthetics that you can go for just with the keyboards. And then when you swap over to the mouse pads, all the mouse pads pretty much match. And then, you know, you can get like this mouse pad here to really match like you know, the keycaps that are similar color. So like matches with this keycap set, this keycap set, this keycap set a little bit, this one here a lot, this one here it matches to a T. This Pandora keycap set that they got going on right here. You know, like you can tell they're going for like an extremely specific aesthetic by having like everything matches. The Comb Pro, can it drag click? I don't even know how to drag click myself. I don't know how to do that stuff. Y'all tripping. So Varmillo, Ducky, and mechanical keyboards collabed on this board. Probably heavily inspired by like some GMK set I can't remember the name of. But it's 155 bucks. You can do Kailh switches, which there's one that's, I think there's one that's wireless. I think the Kailh and Cherry one is wireless. So they got box reds, speed pinks, Cherry MX, Kailh box, thick clicky junks, and Cherry MX silence. Okay. Kyle Brixky while playing Warzone. Yeah, probably. But so the one that's wireless does not have the white lighting. Brand Ducky manufactures it. Miya Pro. It's probably like designed by Varmillo, I think. I think Varmillo is the designer, Ducky's the manufacturer in this case. Guys, this is the one that you want. You want these EC-V2 switches. I got the Rose. I kind of wish I got the Sakuras. The Ivies are clicky. I haven't tried those. Yeah, maybe. No, never. But yeah. What are those porcelain switches? Are they smooth? Yes. I'll pop some of these porcelain switches in too. I'll let you guys hear a quick sound test of these. This is going to be the true... You know what? Should I just lube one up real quick instead of playing Cold War and stressing myself out? I'm going to lube up a porcelain blue. We're going to figure this out right now and see if this thing sounds exactly like the ice cream switches. Plastic case, shine through keycaps, no lube on the stabs, okay? And then also is wireless. Triboses on linears. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I like triboses because A, it makes it like extra smooth. B, it doesn't change the sound profile of the switch nearly as much as Krytox does. Like Krytox, I would only use Krytox on switches that I don't enjoy the sound stock. I want it to be like a mix of like somewhat muted, but very close to how they sound stock. That's just my preference, because it's like I want all the switches I have, excuse me, to sound different. Unless I hate the way that they sound, then you use Krytox. Like cherry switches, you use Krytox on those. VGA, love you too, fam. I appreciate it. Appreciate you guys pulling up. You can make it the Alpherior keys, keyboard mod the stabs. I plan on doing the exact same thing. I'm a mod the stabs after I do a sound test though. Like, you know, like with my regular mic. I'll mod them after I do the sound test. Whoa. Okay. So dissecting a porcelain blue. So this is like one of those symmetric long springs, similar to how Kinetic Labs has, that I actually use on my black inks. But yeah, I would only use Krytox on switches that I hate the sound. Like using Krytox on banana splits, that was a mistake. I never should have done that. So I do each side rail. I should probably move this camera where it'd be like close to the center, right? I go in the hole. Okay. You gotta go in the hole. You go right around here where the spring is. And then that's the bottom housing done. If I see any excess, I like to grab it. I'm gonna hand lube this spring. I don't really know how effective this is, but it's being done. Personally, I like the bag lube springs. I just feel like it's more effective. I guarantee you this probably has like zero effect on it. Like this probably doesn't even mean anything, because you're not really coating the whole spring. It's just like the top and the bottom. Haven't tried donut dipping springs? What do you mean? Well, I thought I sent you some black inks. Can't you just consider that like an early present? Actually, the silent black inks, now that I think about it. It's the Method Lubin springs from Gazoo. Yeah, I don't even know what that is. You have to shoot me a link or something. Send me a link on Twitter. I can check it out. Or actually, no, post it in chat. We'll watch the video together if there is a video. Look at this long boy for these springs. Holy. I'll probably do a couple of those from time to time. Lord Applejacks. What's up, bro? How you doing? Or sis? Alright, so this is the ice cream switch that I made that video on. I think late last month or early this month, one of the two. Durex switch for reference. So now that we have tried the real ice cream switches, let's try a stock porcelain blue, no lube. Sounds the same to me, which is good, because these freaking ice cream switches were so expensive. Porcelain blues. I can't remember who sent me these. I think it was somebody on Discord. They're exactly the same. That's tough. I spent $100 when I only had to spend like I think I spent like 50 or 60 bucks on these. One of the two. Yikes. My wallets. That's tough. That's alright though.